Welcome everyone. So today we shall learn about equation of motion using graphical method. So student, there are three equation of motion that we are going to learn about in this video in detail. So these are three equation of motion, and this is from class 9 chapter laws of motion. And student, this is very important video from this lesson, laws of motion. So let's study. Okay, so equation of motion using graphical method. Student, Newton studies motion of an object and gave a set of three equations of motion, and these equation of motion relate the displacement. Now what is displacement? This is a minimum distance between the starting and finishing point. Next is related to velocity. So what is velocity? The distance traveled in one direction by an object in unit time is the velocity. And third is about acceleration. So what is this? The rate of change of velocity in a given time is nothing but a acceleration. Okay, and fourth is about time. Suppose an object is in motion along a straight line with initial velocity u. So u is a symbol for initial velocity. Alright, it attains a final velocity v. So v is a symbol for final velocity in time t due to acceleration a. Its displacement is s. So the three equation of motion can be written as, so these symbol for different terms are given, and we have to see the three equation of motion. Alright, so first equation of motion is v is equals to u plus at, where v is a final velocity, u is the initial velocity, a is nothing but acceleration, t is given time. Okay, so this is the relation between velocity and time. This equation shows relation between velocity and time. Second equation is s is equals to ut plus half at square. So this equation shows relation between displacement and time. Third equation of motion is v square is equals to u square plus 2as, where s is nothing but displacement. And this equation shows us the relation between displacement and velocity. Now student, let's see how this is equation obtained by the graphical method. So first we are going to learn about equation describing the relation between velocity and time. So this figure given to us, this shows the change in velocity with time t of a uniformly accelerated object. Okay, the object starts from point D in the graph with velocity u. You can observe that at point D, the object started its motion with the initial velocity u, and its velocity keeps increasing, and after time t, it reaches the point B on the graph. I hope this is clear to you, student. So the initial velocity is equals to u, and initial velocity is nothing but od. Okay, and the final velocity of the object is v, and which is nothing but oc, and the time will be oe. That means in this time period the object covered initial velocity to final velocity. Okay, so this is t. Now acceleration, the symbol for acceleration is a. So the formula is SA is equals to change in velocity upon time. So what is change in velocity? Change in velocity is nothing but final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. So in third step we can see A is equals to what is our final velocity? It is indicated by OC, and initial velocity is our OD upon time t. Okay, therefore CD is equals to AT, and this is our equation number 1. Why CD is equals to AT? Because we can see that OC minus OD will be CD, equals to CD. Okay, So here OC minus OD is equals to CD, and when we will cross multiply A with T, so we get 80. Therefore CD is equals to 80. Okay, so we have to draw a line parallel to y-axis, which I have indicated with the orange color. This line is parallel to y-axis passing through B, and this will cross the x-axis in E. And again we have to draw a line parallel to x-axis passing through D. This will cross the line BE at A. So the line parallel to x-axis I have indicated with orange color, and the line which is parallel to y-axis I have indicated with blue color. So student, from the graph we can say that BE is equals to AB plus AE. Okay, BE is equals to AB plus AE. Therefore V, or velocity, is equals to CD plus OD, right? Why? Because AB is equals to CD and A is equals to OD. That means on place of AB we can write CD, and on place of AE we can write OD, because both are equal. Therefore V is equals to AT plus U. Now from equation number 1 we can say that, C, which I have written with the green color, we can say that CD is equals to 80, right? So therefore on place of CD we are writing here 80, and OD is nothing but our initial velocity. Therefore V is equals to 80 plus U. Alright, and therefore the final equation we can rearrange and write it V is equals to U plus 80. Alright, so student, this is the first equation of motion, that is V is equals to U plus 80. Equation is the equation describing the relation between displacement and time. Okay, again we are using the same graph. Okay, so let us suppose that an object in uniform acceleration is equals to A, and it has covered the distance S, or displacement, okay, within the time T. And from the graph in the alongside picture we can say that the distance covered by the object during time T is given by the area of quadrangle DOEB. So this is a quadrangle, this is a mathematical shape, we know this. Okay, so this is a quadrangle denoted by the all the things, that means displacement, distance covered in within the time T. Okay, therefore S is equals to, now what is S? This is the distance covered. Okay, so distance covered will be equal to area of quadrangle DOEB. That means how much object distance covered by the object, it is given by area of quadrangle DOEB. Okay, now this again S is equals to area of rectangle DOEA plus area of triangle DAB. Okay, here this is the area of rectangle DOEA, and this is area of triangle DAB. Okay, so that means quadrangle is equals to rectangle plus triangle. Now we can write here in the next step that S is equals to, now area of rectangle will be what? Length into breadth. Okay, that is AE multiplied by OE, and area of triangle will be half into base into height. Okay, so half AB into DA. But A is equals to, what is A? This is our initial velocity, and OE is nothing but the time covered. Okay, and OE is equals to DA is equals to T. This is very clear from the figure. Okay, this is T, and OE is equals to DA. Okay, therefore AB is equals to what? AB is equals to AT, and AB is equals to CD. This is from equation number 1. Therefore S is equals to U multiplied by T. Now we know na A is equals to U, and on place of OE this is time T, time covered, that is T. Okay, and plus what? Plus area of triangle. So area of triangle will be half multiplied by AB. So value of AB is 80, and value of DA is equals to T. Why DA? Because OE is equals to DA is equals to T. Okay, now therefore our final equation will become S is equals to UT plus half AT square. The T multiplied by T will be T square. So this is our say Newton's second equation of motion, that is S is equals to ut plus half at square. Now our third equation will be equation describing the relation between displacement and velocity. Okay, again we are using the same graph for the third equation also. So student, we have seen that from the graph we determined the distance covered by the object in time t from the area of quadrangle DOEB, right? And DOEB is nothing but it is a trapezium. Okay, so we can use the formula of trapezium to find out its area. Okay, area of trapezium will be DOEB, and therefore the formula for area of trapezium will be S is equal to, S is nothing but the distance covered. Okay, therefore S is equals to area of trapezium. So your formula for area of trapezium will be half multiplied by sum of lengths of parallel side. Okay, sum of lengths of parallel side. Now what are the parallel side? OD and BE. These are the parallel side of trapezium, and distance between the parallel side, that is time. Okay, so here the after writing the sides of the formula will become S is equals to half multiplied by sum of length will be parallel side will be OD plus BE, sum na, so that's why OD plus BE multiplied by distance between the parallel side is nothing but OE. This is time covered. Okay, but here OD is equals to U, that is our initial velocity, and B will be final velocity, and OE is nothing but the distance covered. Okay, so let's put this value in the above formula. So our formula become S is equals to half multiplied by OD is U plus V multiplied by T. This is so simple, just we have to put the values instead of sides. Okay, now this is our equation number 2. Okay, now student, we know this V is equals to U plus AT. This is our equation from equation number 1. Okay, so if we will rearrange this equation, we will get V minus U is equals to AT. All right, and again in third step rearranging, we will get A is equals to V minus U, and T will go into denominator. Okay, so our A becomes equals to A is equals to V minus U upon T. This is just your first equation of motion, just we are rearranging the terms here and there. Okay, so all right, so but A is equals to V minus U upon T. Just now I have explained you in the blue figure. So therefore T becomes, again we are rearranging the term, nothing, just we have to rearrange the terms. Okay, therefore our T will become V minus U upon A. So we are just crossing over A and T. So this become our step number 3. Okay, or equation number 3. So by putting this value of T into equation number 2, what we will get? We will get S is equals to half multiplied by U plus V. Till here the equation will be same, but what we have to do in equation number 2, instead of writing T, we will just put up the value of T, that is V minus U upon A. Is that clear, students? Okay, just we are rearranging the term. Alright students, so this is a continuation slide, that is so in previous slide we got till here, that is S is equals to half multiplied by U into bracket U plus V. U is initial, V is final velocity. Okay, multiply by V minus U upon A. This I have explained you just now. Therefore S is equals to V plus U multiply by next bracket V minus U upon 2A. Again here just what we have to do here, we have written in denominator as 2 multiplied by A, and in the numerator just we have multiply U plus V, next bracket V minus U. Okay, so again we are cross multiplying here 2A with S. That means this 2A will go with the S, that is 2AS is equals to this RHS will be same, that is right hand side will be same. Okay, and next will be, therefore 2AS is equals to V square minus U square. Student, I hope you know this formula, that A plus B and into bracket multiply by a minus b will be equals to a square minus b square. So this is a mathematical formula. Okay, so just imagine that instead of a we are writing here v, and instead of b we are writing here u. So our formula becomes v square minus u square. All right. So again in the last step we are rearranging some terms, that is v square will be equal to if you will notice that u square is in minus. Okay, so after going in LHS it becomes positive, and our final equation becomes v square is equals to u square plus 2as. And this, student, this is our Newton's third equation of motion. So student, I hope this all the three equation of Newton's equation of motion you have understood very clearly. I know this video is very lengthy, but this is very important video from this lesson. And next part of the lesson we will continue in our next session. Thank you, student. Keep smiling always.